Welcome back to KANG TV News. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jessica. This is our final newscast of the school year and also the final newscast for the seniors of KANG TV.
So this newscast is being anchored by all the KANG TV members who are the class of 2022.
Let's start with our final schedule of events for seniors.
Tonight is the senior award ceremony at 6:30 in the Commons.
Sunday is the senior car cruise. Meet at the South Kirkland Park and ride at 7:30 p.m. Check out the map on your screen to see the route. Friends and families are invited to line Lake Washington Boulevard to cheer.
Then next Thursday, June 9th, is the last day for seniors to turn in their assignments.
Next Friday, June 10th, is the moving up ceremony at the end of the school day. Then later in the evening is the senior farewell at 6:30 p.m. Remember to wear your caps and gowns if you'd like and take photos around the LW campus. And finally, senior sunset is starting on the baseball field after senior farewell.
Then Monday, June 13th is senior breakfast in the Commons and graduation rehearsal in the main gym.
Then graduation on Tuesday, June 14th at the UW Alaska Airlines Arena. Doors open at 5 p.m. Check the senior section of the Students and Families tab of the LWHS website for more information.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Kyanna. Did you buy a yearbook? You can pick them up next Wednesday, June 8th and Thursday, June 9th in the Commons following the last final of the day. Please have your ID with you.
These pickups are for pre-ordered books only. If you didn't buy a yearbook but want one, there are a limited number of extras that will be sold on a first-come, first-served basis. You can buy them from LW's bookkeeper, Ms. Fisher, before school and during lunches starting Wednesday, June 8th at 12:15 p.m. Yearbooks will cost $75 and you can pay with cash, check, or card. Sorry, no Amex. Once they sell out, they're gone.
The school year is ending, but we still have serious topics to discuss. 3 LW students got together to focus on a topic that's not discussed often: domestic abuse where the male is the victim.
Anjali Gopal, Kennedy Tucson, and Julia Walter created this short video spotlighting the signs of abuse as well as how and where to get help.
Today we will be talking about male domestic abuse and how to destigmatize it.
First, what is abuse? Abuse is violent or aggressive behavior between two people, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or partner. Abuse can also be mental and emotional.
Now, what are the stereotypes of abuse? When most people think of abuse, they think of a man abusing a woman, but that is highly generalized. There is a large proportion of males who are victims of abuse, not just from LGBTQ either. They come from straight relationships who are being either physically or mentally abused by their partner. And society believes that men should just man up and deal with it.
First, let's talk about emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is when the instigator is hypercritical about your ideas, your feelings. They repeatedly ignore boundaries that you have set. They're possessive, manipulative, and they'll dismiss your emotions, calling it not real. When we talk about mental abuse, this is name-calling, belittling, humiliation, withholding affection, such as you should earn their affection, or if you did a mistake, you should do multiple favors until they say you can get their affection again. Making threats, turning tables, and trying to justify their abuse, and being indifferent to solutions that you offer.
Healthy conflict. All relationships should have conflict or arguments. They can bring out what is or isn't working in a relationship and aim to solve it, or come to a compromise. Unhealthy relationships may involve unhealthy conflict, such as not compromising, being really close-minded, and breaking boundaries of the other person.
When we talk about the effects on victims, a victim of abuse will likely experience depression, anxiety, develop PTSD, or develop phobias, or even turn to substance abuse. It is common that the victims unfortunately start having suicidal ideation and attempt to end their life. This happens because they feel that there is no other escape from the abuse or from the abuser. Even after a relationship, victims might feel that the abuse was their fault, that they brought it on to themselves. They may feel guilt or shame that they couldn't help their abuser, they couldn't fix the situation.
Coping. Everyone has to cope with their inner emotions. Ways you can do this are by talking to a trusted adult, speaking to your school counselors, or even calling the authorities. Whatever you do, don't keep it to yourself and talk to other people.
Below are some resources we found, other than your counselors, will help in domestic abuse.
Thank you for listening to our PowerPoint, and we hope this has given you some insightful information and resources to help speak up against domestic violence.
Thank you for this video, Anjali, Kennedy, and Julia. We'll include links to the resources they listed in their video over on our Instagram and YouTube pages.
I'm Charlotte. And I'm Charlotte with a hat. The Kirkland Police Department has an invitation for any students who are interested in checking out what a law enforcement career might look like. They have openings in their Explorer program, which offers teens and young adults the opportunity to take part in hands-on training in areas like domestic violence advocacy, criminal investigations, first aid certification, and more. Explorers meet on the second and fourth Thursdays of each month and volunteer at events in the city of Kirkland. If you're interested in learning more, email explorers@kirklandwa.gov.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Menna. Tomorrow's Gun Violence Awareness Day, and this weekend is Wear Orange Day.
Everyone is encouraged to wear orange to remember the more than 40,000 people who are killed by gun violence each year.
This event is also to spread awareness about the 85,000 people who were injured each year and to work towards the future that is free from gun violence.
LDUB's National Honor Society would like to have students write messages of support that will be sent to middle and elementary schools in our area. If you'd like to write a message, talk to your teacher, or reach out to an NHS member.
The LWHS Theater Club is already hard at work for their first show of the next school year.
They're staging a reading of the play With Their Eyes, Views from a High School on September 11th. Auditions are scheduled for June 13th. If you can't make the auditions or have questions, email Miss Heatbrink at mheatbrink@lwsd.org.
June is Pride Month, a time to celebrate and spotlight the LGBTQ+ community and its many contributions throughout history.
This is also a time to commemorate the anniversary of the pivotal Stonewall riots that took place in New York City on June 28, 1969, and find opportunities to raise awareness of important issues facing the LGBTQ+ community right now.
We'll post additional resources on our Instagram page at KANG TV News.
Congratulations to the KANG's fast pitch softball team, 3A state champions. Let's take a look at these numbers. The Lady Kings defeated Auburn Riverside 17-2 in Game 1. They beat Roosevelt 9-1 in Game 2, then beat Walla Walla 14-8 to clinch the championship title. They also broke a state tournament record for most runs scored by a championship winning team in 4A, 3A, and 2A classifications since 2001. Way to go, Lady Kings. You crushed it all season.
Congratulations goes also to the following spring sports team that competed at state.
The girls' LDUB golf team finished 5th, while boys' tennis, Brett Pearson won the singles championship and John and Matthew Whirl won the doubles championship.
And the following track and field team members medaled at state: Tommy Allen, Brooke Mosby, Lolly Noriega, Lexa Matora, Rebecca Daniels, Kate Palomartz, and Rosa Smith.
Registration for summer sports is open until June 16th. Register through final forms and make sure that you have your physicals and paperwork completed on time.
Congratulations to the new National Honor Society officers: Sarah Bawley, Natalie Beetham, Abigail Jalso, Riley Shepard, Kayla Terrell, and Lily Moon Whalen. The class of 2024 is hosting a Family Feud night tomorrow at 7 in the Commons. You can have up to 5 people on your team. The cost, $15 for a team of 3 and $5 for each additional person, up to 5 people.
This year's slam poetry and open mic night was magnificent with Mr. Terich. Says that there will be 3 next year.
They'll take place on November 22nd, March 7th, and May 23rd. He also invites you to check out Poetry Club. It currently meets Mondays after school in room 271. Email Mr. Terich if you have any questions at tterich@lwsd.org.
2 years ago, we started a tradition of sharing senior photos from LDIB teachers and staff on our final newscast of the year.
Here's this year's video. See how many people you can recognize.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, and laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about seasons of love, seasons of love. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to land, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In truths that she learned, or in times that he cried, in the bridges he burned, or the way that she died. Though the story never ends, let's celebrate.
Hi, I'm Drew, the Assistant News Director of KANG TV News. It's been an honor to lead this year's KANG TV team, and I'm proud to return to this position next year. I'd like to take this time to thank this year's outgoing KANG TV officers and introduce next year's KANG TV officers with our annual Pass the Mic video. Thank you for watching and supporting KANG TV News throughout this year, and stay tuned for next year. In addition to the Broadcast Communications class at LDIB, we are adding an assignment manager position to KANG TV News. This position will be held by Julia Brown. Best of luck to Executive Producer Kyanna Johnson, Technical Director Kevin Wang, and Communications Director Charlotte Olnick, who are graduating this year. Now, back to the broadcast.
That does it for another year of KANG TV News and the class of 2022.
It's been fun and an honor to bring you the news and sports these past 4 years. And now, for one last time, thanks for watching. I'm Emma.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Lizzie.
I'm Kyanna.
I'm Charlotte. I'm Charlotte with a hat.
I am Menna.
And I'm Kevin. Happy graduation, class of 2022. To everyone else, have a wonderful summer, and...
Go Kangs!
Thanks, Jessica.
Jessica's like 5 seconds late. You should keep the laugh in.
We're good.